I wait on you as you wait on me, so we can see more of this silly world. The world isn't bad, as long as you think happy thoughts and not be sad, and hope for the best every day. See your importance, that you are good every day, and you can make it in every way, every day.
This one really shows you off well. Yeah, you were a hottie. I would have probably came after you.
I was from 19.
Is that when you were in Plano?
No, I was 18, Houston.
Oh, in Houston.
I'll
That's
tell you
in high
real quick.
school, right?
No, I'm after high school. It's my first apartment.
How old were you?
I was 19. I had a mushroom shirt.
Yes, you
That was
should,
my
okay.
first necklace. I think my dad was in town. I love that shirt. I have that. So I'm 19 in these pictures. I like that one. This, I just got back, see the catwalks, a job interview. That was
Kind of like
Sonic.
a soccer player.
Sonic.
I like this one right here.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. I wonder what was on the floor.
Oh, you're talking about the one with the cat behind you?
This shirt says legalize it. What it means is a skateboard.
Skateboard.
My first boyfriend.
Was a skateboarder.
No, it was just a
And
sweater.
that's Linda when she was a little girl, and her
Yeah.
brother.
Yeah, that's from Daytona Beach, I think. And those are Catmore's, and then my dad had built a playground. That picture, I'd kind of gained a little bit of weight. I was about 23 over there. Bought that at IKEA the first time. There's Smokey behind me.
Okay. Of all the Alfred Hitchcock done. 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 And he has the high, not really high notes, but oh, critter jumped out of the thing right there. Done. 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 Anyway, that little eye looking thing, that's Kim Novak's eye, I think. That was in Vertigo. Dun, 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 dun. I think Hitchcock did a lot of... I want to say the actors were actually driving. But I don't know if anyone really knows. They were probably maybe pretending like they were driving, but they were in a car. I think they were being towed. But no one, I don't really know. I mean, I don't know if anyone wants to leave a comment and know that if the actors, especially like in Psycho, if she's driving in the beginning, or in Vertigo, or any of them where they're driving, are they really driving, or are they actually being, what's it called, towed kind of thing in the front? And the camera's set up, of course, the camera is set up on the hood. If anybody really knows, let me know. They were probably being towed. It counts as an extra, so you can put that on your resume in your truck. I think Linda ultimately is an actress. I think she fits the whole embodiment of actress. You can tell the traffic is going to be a little slow. I love to teach her to be a filmmaker, though. Of course, I'm learning to be a filmmaker every day. But that's how you do it. You practice every single day. I like the idea of a female filmmaker. For one thing, that's a definitely turn on for me. If I walk into a room and it's a female that she's like, I'm a filmmaker, everybody probably turns their head because there's not a lot of female filmmakers. But they're out there nowadays. Some of our best. Catherine Bigelow, Jane Campion from the piano. Those are two big ones. And there's several more too. The one that won the best, Wong, Kim Wong. I'm probably murdering that name. I'll have to look it up, but she won for best picture. Catherine McDermott. I'm gonna have to look up these names, but those are some filmmakers that are good. She did another film called The Rider. I believe she's a Chinese female filmmaker. I'm gonna get her name. Her name is Frances McDermott. Frances McDermott and Chloe Zhao. I can't remember all the names, but they won for No Man's Land, which happens to be a play that I actually wrote with that same title. It was actually, I changed it from No Man's Land because I knew that title would probably be taken over. Whenever I started writing plays, I'd find that sometimes my titles are taken over and turned into movies. So I changed the name to Nomad County. So it's still a play. I have it in my Gmail. It's a pretty good one. It's about an air conditioner repairman who gets lost out in the desert of like in the Nevada area in Arizona. He gets lost out there and he meets up with a mule. He ran out of gas in his truck, and he meets up with a mule, not the animal, but a guy that's transporting drugs and people over the border. And he's chased by the ghost of all the people that he left out in the desert. And then there's another character that's lost too, and they all three meet up. And it kind of ends in like a Mexican standoff kind of thing. I have to go back and look at the play. I haven't even pulled it up in several years, but I wrote it right before I left for Maine. And it's called No Man County. But I've never been able to workshop it or anything. But I have written it. I did workshop 3 other plays later on in Irving. But anyway, I'm headed towards Texas Motor Speedway and Buc-ee's. And I just wanted to throw that out there about female filmmakers and things like that. I remember now, in Nomad's County was the title of the play. It's still a play. The air conditioner repairman meets up with a mule who is running from the ghosts of the people that he left by the border. Now, the third characters are actually criminals, and their car's broken down, and they all meet up. The mule actually has buried some money way out in the desert because he lost his vehicle, had to run from the border patrol, and before they could catch him, he buried all this money in the desert. He knows where it's at. One of them has access to water. I believe it's the air conditioner repairman. And he's willing to tell him where the money is as long as he gives him the water. It's kind of an Alfred Hitchcock. There's an Alfred Hitchcock one that's similar that I ended up watching later on. I can't think of the Alfred Hitchcock show, but it's similar to that. Only this couple breaks down, and these criminals come up and catch them, and it has to do with it's a different thing. But anyway, it's set out in the desert. It's called No Man's County, and I'd like to workshop it one day or do something with it. I wrote it years ago, probably like closer to 2011, 2012. But it comes up every once in a while in the back of my mind. These plays I just store up in Gmail. I store them up in a cloud somewhere, and it's very difficult to get the actors together to even workshop anything because it costs a little money to do that, and you got to find the actors that are willing to do it. Usually you have to pay them something to do the reading. I used to store stuff. I was going to store stuff on SoundCloud under the SoundCloud Theaters. The SoundCloud Studio Theater Group. The only thing is that you have to pay $17 a month for the storage space of the SoundCloud, which I had done. So a lot of them are floating around Berlin because that's the headquarters of SoundCloud is in Berlin. So I have some of them, but to go back and access those play readings and even some short stories that I've done narration myself and wrote the short stories, I'd have to pay for that membership again and then look for them. But it should probably be under my account. It should be stored there, I believe. Regardless, I still have backups on all of them, so I have backup memory storage on them. I'll be approaching Buc-ee's soon and starting the day. So anyways, I don't know why I wanted to say that, just to vlog it, because I'm also a writer. I don't know what I put first, the actor, the writer, the filmmaker. I don't really know. They kind of switch. It's like a triangle that spins, and they switch presidents, I guess you could say. This is a cool feel that reminds me of Linda's eyes. We got a McDonald's over in Roanoke, so we're gonna go pick up that for food for friends. Today is Celebrate Roanoke, October 9th. Live music for family fun. Let's think of Star Wars when cars pass by. They have that. Well, you can't hear it now, but you could hear it earlier. You're gonna hear it in your head if you imagine it. As everything's at a standstill, we're on the bridge. Still reminds me of Star Wars, though, even though you can't hear the cars pass by and go. They had to be coming up with that whenever they came up with a movie. Thinking of the noise cars make on the highway. Same noise the X-Fighters made. What do they call it? TIE Fighters or something like that. X-Fighters. Whatever the airplanes, there weren't airplanes, but they were spacecraft used in Star Wars, okay? Yeah, X-Wing fighter. I'm trying to drive. Goodness gracious, man. I swear. The ghost of the vlogger. All ones. Access granted. We're going in.
Tried a little toss forth.
My friend Scro lived down this street when we were younger. We used to play Dungeons and Dragons way over there. We played like the modules of Dungeons and Dragons, but we also played it live. Did the live, we dressed up like the characters. We did that in Haltom though, but we actually played the modules over here with the die and all that kind of stuff. The Dungeons and Dragons, Advanced Dungeons and Dragons, and all that kind of stuff. Eventually, we went like role playing for real. Like we dressed up like the characters, and other people did too when we were younger. But that was Haltom. Okay, I'm digging the Santa Claus. I'm trying to figure out, I guess, throw in some Nightmare Before Christmas, I guess. The Santa Claus in there. So it's some Tim Burton, I guess, is what's going on. It's a very popular dog thing. Little dog skeleton. Well, Linda and I won't be playing at Celebrate Roanoke, but we did play on YouTube, and we do plan to post tonight on Drooble. So this is what Celebrate Roanoke looks like. You got Ma and Pa and a baby stroller. My life about 2 years ago. So looks like we're gonna have to find a way to tie monkey. So they got food trucks every corner, and they're even selling ice. So we're gonna go through here, see if we can park. Actually, to be honest, if I could find a passageway around this, then I'll be able to go on the outside of Tie Monkey. I don't know for sure if we can go through here. Nope. I could vlog through it, but there's no parking here. So that's what we get to see right here for right now. Until things get better. Well, or until I have better access to... Still getting the festival. I'm just getting the outside of it right now. Don't have to go all the way around the other side of it to get to Tie Monkey, because I have to deliver food through this. I think I know a way to go. I can go this way and then hit the main road. There we go. R2D2. We'll go... Actually, I'm going to go to the right all the way this way. I go on the outside of Celebrate Roanoke. We are getting the people walking to it, and that does count for something. Because a lot of people that get on the inside of it, they don't get the people walking to the festival. So that's what I get. Everyone gets their own little vlog. You can see some of it right here. They've got a lot of stuff for kids to play on, I guess, for kids to bounce on, things like that. You could see they're climbing walls and things like that. All right, so we're gonna swing around and go on the outside of this to pick up this Tie Monkey.